Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Andrea and here I am for, not, I was gonna say a hashtag, it's not a hashtag. It's a video response to one of the chapters in Brian Cormack Carr's series of, I forgot the name, but it's, Numbers and Tarot. Oh god, I don't remember the name. I'm so sorry, Brian. Yeah, and so I'm surrounded by cards, and I have my notes from previous episodes in the series about my own, like, birth card, pairs, and constellations, and personality, soul, and shadow cards, and all that jazz. But first, I would like to just say how glad I am that we have two wonderful series of videos about tarot and numbers. One is obviously from Brian's, and the other one is from Shane in Read the Wonder, which I'm actually enjoying a lot. I think it's a good combination. It's like two different sides, but you can combine it. And Brian obviously is more like, like a teacher, like the theoretical, more, I don't know how to express it, but like more the facts and also his insights, which is always fantastic to hear. But Shane is more that part, more the reflexive and insights, and I'm really enjoying both. So thanks to both of you, and I will link to both channels if any of you haven't seen maybe Shane's or Brian's, I don't know. You can find the links to both of the channels, and there you can search for the series and enjoy. So now, last night I watched Brian's video, the last one about number 1 in the series, and I thought about making a video response. So about that, it's the constellation of number 1 and 10. And also 19 because it reduces to 1. And that's my constellation. Lucky me. I can never have anything easy. it seems. So yeah, my personality number will be 19, which is the Sun, which reduces to 1, which is the Magician. And then we have 10, which is the Wheel of Fortune, and also the aces and the tens in the minor. Okay, having said that, since this is my constellation, and Brian's homework for number 1 was sharing our meanings for each card, I guess I should start with the Magician. And I'm gonna use the Rider-Waite because it's a Rider-Waite. Why not? So the Magician for me, it's obviously the creator, the source. Well, for me, yeah. I don't know if that's proper, but when it shows up in a reading, what I always say is you have all the elements. You don't need to wait for anything. You just have to go for it. Action. That would be the advice, I guess. Just go for it. Do that step. So yeah, unlimited power. And when I was watching the cards together with the aces, so all the ones in the tarot deck, I was loving how you could change. Let me see. No, this one. Yeah. You could put the aces with the hands looking outwards. Yeah. Sorry. Outwards from the Magician out to the world. Or you could put the aces looking inwards into the Magician, like to the Magician. in any case, for me, it's like you have, yeah, all the tools at your disposal. If the problem is you feel like you don't have the resources, it tells you you have the strength and the elements, everything you need to manifest whatever you need. So that will be like the hands going out. No, sorry. If you need that, like this is getting confusing. I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure it out. um, yeah, if the problem is you feel you don't have the resources or the confidence, you can look at the aces going into the magician, like offering the elements, like saying you have what you need. You just have to take it and construct whatever you want. And at the same time, if you only have to just go for it, if you know you have that, and you have the energy, and you have the confidence that it's going to work, it's just like take the hands out, like you can give this out, you can show this, you can manifest this, and show it to the world. I'm just making it up as I go. That's the truth. No, but yeah, that's when I see the magician, that's, for me, that's the important message. And one thing that Son Shane said in the about number one, I guess. Yeah, it was number one, because the last one I saw, it was number two, but no, the one before. One thing that I really liked was watching at the aces as the full energy of the suit, like the whole, like the source of that particular energy, like for example the cups, like the whole raw potential of the emotions in this case. That I really liked. So yeah, I guess I should go one by one. The Ace of Cups, it's the ultimate present gift from the universe, I guess. I'm pretty much almost all water in my chart, so water for me it's my nature. And yeah, it's like a gift when you can feel, you can trust and express and share and enjoy without fear the emotions or a new emotional beginning or whatever it is. And especially this one is like that emotional present, like this. You can be happy, you can trust this, you don't have to be afraid, this is for you. Then the Ace of Swords, for me it's always, it's a new beginning, but you have to go through cutting. Most of the time it's this one. I know this is another deck, but I had both in front of me, so usually the ace is the sword we need to cut any obstacle. It can be fear, doubt, or a real obstacle. Something legal, perhaps, or whatever it is. So, it's first of all is that clarity, and then it's taking action, like cutting. And it always links to me to the King of Swords, who's the one who's gonna slay. So, yeah. Then the Ace of Wands, it's that spark of inspiration, passion, like that light moment of, yeah, that's the thing I want to do. And it's a light that you cannot unsee. Like once it's there, it's gonna stay there until you go for it. So I guess is the raw potential of instinct that is not going to disappear. If it's your instinct, if it's something that calls you from inside you, you have to go there. You have to face it and you have to go there. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles, which is again like the Ace of Cups, a present, an offering, but this is like a chance, an opportunity in that moment to construct something stable and secure and strong and tangible. Like this is true. This you can see this, you can touch this, and it can grow long term. So these ones, for me, it's always, and I've seen this in my own readings for a long time, very important, the balance between water and earth. Like it's the, basically it's like the cards are telling me that is the solid foundation of your life. That is what you have to achieve, that balance between emotions and stability. The dream world coming down to the material world, something like that. That's the balance I need to work on. So for me, these two aces are like the presents from the universe, the more important for me. And yeah, and then the other two are more like the weapon you need to. For me, air, it's difficult, like a struggle to make friends with it, with the mind, with the rational part. I know it's important too, but every time I try to be rational, it doesn't work for me. I try, I swear I try, but it's like feels unnatural somehow, I guess. So this is more like a temporary weapon that I need sometimes, that I keep reminding myself that it's important, but not the only weapon we need, because sometimes, I mean, that sword, that specific sword, the Ace of Swords, that is the most important sword, I think, in the whole deck, because that is the weapon, the one important weapon we need to be free of the other extreme of the swords. 8, 9, 10. The worst ones, right? So we need that sword again to cut, to get ourselves free of that. So that ace is the best sword for me. And then this one is, yeah, that's the spark, as I said before. I think I'm going circles now. So what else? Then we have the Wheel of Fortune, number 10. This one in readings for me is basically saying things are changing. It's out of your control. It's also cycles. Cycles of life. Cannot find the word. I don't know, winter, winter, spring, autumn, no, summer, autumn, you know what I mean. So everything cyclic. I'm so sorry. I'm not having the best of days. So I'm trying really hard here. Sometimes it means we are waiting for things to change and finding a door or a window opening. That's an image I usually have when I encounter this card. It's like the feeling of the wheel turning and you're in the center. So you need to, instead of panicking because things are moving, are changing, and you cannot see a steady, clear sorry, way out, for whatever reason, if you want to get out somewhere, trying to stay calm in the center of the storm. And if you are calm and stay focused and you pay attention, you can see that some doors or windows are going to open in that changing, in that spinning. And when the moment is right, you can go through one of those doors. You can see which one is opening for you in that moment. But you need to stay calm. It's again, like, I think I remember, like what Brian said in the video, it's a balance between accepting and just letting things be the way they need to be, and creating and choosing a path. It's, yeah, I think that's a wonderful balance between the Magician and the Wheel of Fortune, because you need to have that flexibility and adaptability in life. You need to understand that it's like a huge tapestry and we are like one thread. I'm not sure if it's the best metaphor here, but, or machine. We are different parts of the machine and we can create things and make movements and change little changes, but we are also part of a bigger picture and we need to adapt and work our way inside that big machine. I hope I'm making sense. I know what I want to say. I just hope I'm saying it more or less comprehensible. Okay. So, balance between what you cannot change and what you can create. Sometimes you need to wait and let the wheel turn to see the opportunity and then create whatever you want. Sometimes you cannot create anything and you have to wait for something to arrive. And sometimes you cannot wait because otherwise nothing's going to happen for you, because maybe the wheel is turning for someone else. I don't know. I think I'm rambling now, right? It's never simple, and I think that's the balance. Like trying to keep like temperance inside, so you can look, observe, pay attention, and when you see the opportunity, take action as the Magician. I think I'm getting somewhere, right? Please tell me. So now the tens. Let's start again. 10 of Cups. Again. Cups, and as I said before, right? Like the best end of the road in each suit. Best happy ending, I guess. Emotional and stability. For me, I always tend to read pentacles or coins. the earth element as not as much as money or, you know, physical, material, external stability, but more like internal. Our strong ground, our strong base, like, hmm. Right now I don't know how to explain it, but this is like happy ending, both. One more emotional, not caring that much about maybe the stability in long term, and the other one it's like, you know, that's something solid and grounded and something that's going to go from generation to generation. Then we have Ten of Wands, which is carrying too much. It was a great idea at the beginning with the Ace, and you put a lot of passion and work and energy in that, making it grow, but at the end it is too much, and you cannot even see where you're going or how long it takes to finish. You obviously want to finish. Just get it done and over. So I think this one is actually one of the, it helps a lot in the reading. That's what I'm trying to say. It's a great helper because it tells you you're taking too much weight. You need to share that weight with someone, or you need to finish that. It's one of those cards that show you something that maybe you don't want to. If you see it, maybe you try to look the other way or just yeah, it's not that bad. And the card shows you that yes, it's that bad and you have to finish with this. Just keep going until maybe you cannot keep going anymore. And that brings me to the last one, which is the Ten of Swords. Beautiful, huh? Every time people see this card, it's like the Tower of the Devil, like, whoa, or death. But I think most of us by now know that death is not, it doesn't mean a literal death. So these ones always look really worse. For me, this one specifically, it's always the way I want to see it and express it to the client. It's always like the end of the mental struggle. I know some people see this card like, forgot the word in English, like a betrayal. I don't like to see it that way. It's more like we have the Eight of Swords, the Nine of Swords. So this one is the last one, like game over. I can't anymore. This is the end for me. Good thing is the end. And the sad thing about this card for me, and that's what I always say also in the readings, is a little bit like this one. We tend to, we don't, or we can't let go of the weight, of the struggle, of the fear until we reach the very bottom. It's like once you get here, it's like it's when you say, okay, that's it. I can't keep going anymore. And it's sad because, just a sec. Yeah. Now, I could see the red light of the battery, like, hello, I'm dying. Sorry. Yeah, it's like we are not able to say, this is enough, I can't keep going, until we end up almost dead. And when I say this, everyone, it's like, yeah, you're right. That's actually true. Kind of sad, right? But we do that. It's hard for us to accept change. Because the irony is when we are the magician and we have an idea and we want to pursue that and we want to create something and we put so much energy and time and thought and everything into something and make it grow, if it ends up like this, well, I mean, if it ends up like this, there's no problem at all, I guess. That's great. Fantastic. Well, now that I think of it, it has its own problems. Because when you get here, everything has to end, right? Wheel of Fortune, everything changes. Everything that begins gets to an end, and then something else begins. But when we reach this, we don't want to let go either. And sometimes we get stuck because this at some point will start to fade, but we get stuck in the idea of this instead of the reality. But ironically, when we are here, we can also not be able to let go. I guess they all go together, right? Following the idea that I'm saying now. It's like we start and we get here, maybe, if we're lucky, we get here. But then we cannot accept that things end and change, and it starts slowly to transform into this. But we cannot let go of what it was. So we try to see it like this when it's transforming into this. I'm not even sure if any of this has any sense with what Brian was talking about, but today is like this. And the last one will be the sun. So, for me, the sun is obviously light, clarity, healing. Maybe, just maybe, this one could be the last one in all this rambling that I've done, because it will be realizing all of this and maybe finding a healthy balance and a happy approach of the cycles of birth and death and rebirth. What do you think? Well, it's almost 30 minutes, so I'm really hoping any of this made any sense. I just wanted to join in with a video response. And yeah, just saying again how much I'm enjoying Brian's videos and also Shane's videos. But of course, because it's a video response to Brian's series, oh my god, it's amazing the amount of work and detail and colors and everything. The videos are amazing. If you haven't seen them, go check both. But yeah, right now sorry Shane, this is more to Brian. But yeah, thanks to both. And yeah, I would love to see more video responses about it. And I can't wait to see the next videos. This is really helping and this is really great. So thank you everyone for stopping by and for watching, and see you next time. Bye.